Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is shraydee and welcome back to the channel. So today we're taking a look at the first Master League battles that I did, and it was in Master Premier, and so I bet you guys can't wait to see what kind of spice shraydee's brewing up, right? Me too, I'm really excited actually, so let's take a look. Oh yeah, it's Master Premier. Okay, well, hang on a sec. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back and I got something awesome to share with you. Here we go. Drum roll please. Wait for the reveal. It's a Metagross. That's right, but not just any Metagross. This Metagross has blue eyes. Okay, it doesn't have blue eyes, but it has blue skin, and as you know, obviously, most Metagrosses have bluish-gray skin, so this is a very rare breed of Metagross that I found in the Himalayan mountains, and so, look, it's Master League Premier Cup, okay? I got nothing for you. Alright, let's just move past all this. Let's take a look at my first Master League Premier Cup battles. Alright, not this one. Okay, we're gonna change that, but, so... there it is. Okay, so let's look at the team. The team is going to be something that maybe some of the people who have been around for a while are familiar with. It is Garchomp Double Steel. So I've got Garchomp in the lead with Mudshot, Sand Tomb, and Outrage. And then we've got Magnezone with Spark, Wild Charge, and Mirror Shot. And then I have Metagross best buddied in the back with Bullet Punch, Meteor Mash, and Earthquake. So the goal of this team is to switch out of any lead that is not favorable. Switch into your Metagross and hope to bait out the steel counter like the Swampert or the Garchomp or that kind of stuff, which there are so many Garchomps around, and I'm sorry for making all those Garchomp videos last season, but yeah, there's a lot of them, so yeah, so let's take a look at these battles here. So we've got my Garchomp that's got terrible IVs, we've got my Magnezone that's got terrible IVs, and then we've got my Metagross that's got halfway decent IVs, but yeah, the best buddy boost, I can put it on Garchomp if I wanted to, but I put it on Metagross because it helps in the Dragonite matchup versus Dragonite, because Dragonite can technically win in the 2-shield without the best buddy boost. Alright, so we pick up a lead against Snorlax, and as long as they don't have Outrage, we're looking pretty good here, and this was pretty soon. I don't think this is an Outrage, I'm pretty sure it's just a Body Slam, so we're going to let this come through, and then we're going to go straight for the Outrage here. And as you're going to notice, there are a lot of stutters in this match, in this game in general recently. It's making me not want to play, if I'm being honest. But we're gonna bear through it, you know. Hopefully it gets fixed, but I doubt it will. All right, so going up against the Snorlax, Sand Tomb's not going to cut it here. I've made the mistake there of going for Sand Tomb, and it's not enough, and you can't really farm down without eating another Body Slam. So I go for the Outrage because I know that's going to take it out. And they're going to come in with a Gyarados, and we're able to get to another Outrage here, so hopefully we get our shield back. And we do, so awesome. So we're going to come in with our Magnezone now, and start farming. And this is going to be an Aqua Tail coming through. It doesn't do that much damage, and the Dragon Breaths are resisted. We're expecting a switch out, and they switch out into another Metagross. And before we switch, we're going to go for a Wild Charge here to help out in the back end. So going for the Wild Charge here, and then we switch into our own Metagross, and because we landed the Wild Charge, we only have to go for Meteor Mash here. And I'm going to go ahead and shield, just because if it is an Earthquake, then it's, yeah. So now that we know it was an Earthquake, we can overfarm, but old past shraydee got a lot of anxiety, and when that anxiety hits, he's not counting, I'll tell you that much. So, yeah, definitely could have farmed up a little bit extra there, but that's alright. They're going to come back in with the Gyarados. I'm going to go for this Meteor Mash, and if they don't shield this, then I win. Yeah, they needed to shield that because my Magnezone can now just farm down. I don't know if they would have won. I don't think they would have won otherwise, just because, you know, I've got a Magnezone. But yeah, we're going to wait till they throw their energy and then switch out and just farm them down. If this is an Aqua Tail, it's not going to KO. Crunch wouldn't even KO there, I don't think. Just barely, not enough. So now we can just farm down with Sparks. So yeah, pretty good match there. But yeah. By the way, if you guys got some spicy stuff to show me, please submit it to me. Please. I'm having spice withdrawals. Show me a maxed out Darmanitan, or like a maxed out Porygon Z, or I don't know, something crazy. Show me something crazy. All right, picking up the worst lead you can possibly imagine. So we switch out into our Metagross, and this is good. Well, it's good as long as this is their only steel counter, but spoiler alert, it's not. So, yeah. So I'm actually going to shield this Surf because if I shield it, I can get to another Meteor Mash here, and we want to take that other shield if we can. Getting some lag. Oh, God. Okay, we actually made it to the Meteor Mash somehow. Oh, this game is so broken. Okay, so going down, we barely made it to that Meteor Mash. All right, so obviously we're going to come back in with the Garchomp and just farm all the way down. Mud Shots are going to be doing super effective damage because of the rock typing. And we're just going to let all these Surfs come through. Rock Wrecker is going to be not very effective, so they're going to have to go for Surf unless they're running an unconventional moveset. It's going to be Surf and Rock Wrecker. So Surfs are coming through, getting another Mud Shot in. We're immediately going to switch when this Togekiss comes back in. And there's the, yeah, bye-bye. GG. GG. Yeah. So as you can see, lots and lots of steel counters out there. So the double steel line, not so good. Not so good. But I don't really have another team to turn to. Well, I do, but I don't know. Master Premier, I mean, okay, Master Premier is fun for me usually, but I'm at such an ELO where I'm going up against all these people that have the rank 10 poses, and everybody's sweating trying to grind to rank 10 this season, and I'm over here like, I just wanna have fun, you know? I don't really care about getting to rank 10, so it kind of sucks for me. Like, it's fun for me to watch other people do this kind of stuff where they're sweating and grinding to rank 10. That's fun for me to watch. Like watching Home Slice Henry stream, like that stuff's super fun to watch. But you know, when it comes to actually playing it, this guy, too much anxiety, way too much anxiety, too much pressure. It's not for me. So, but yeah. So if you guys want to submit your sweaty battles, I will definitely feature them on this channel. I'm having a lot of trouble here, and I'm actually thinking about purposefully tanking my ranking. I went for a Sandtomb here. Not bad idea, very bad idea, because that's going to give me less farm. And we actually come in with the Metagross here, and the reason why is because we want to bait out their steel counter, right? So if Gyarados is their only steel counter, I want that to be revealed when they switch a Pokemon in. So let's see. If it's like a Dragonite or a Metagross, then that's their only steel counter. Let us see. Okay, it appears to be their only steel counter, but I could be wrong. So we're going to go for this Meteor Mash, and then we're going to switch, because if they don't have another steel counter, then we want this Magnezone to be free to do what it wants to do. So we're going to wait until they throw their energy here, because we don't want to get hit by a Dragon Claw after we get debuffed. So now we're going to build up to 2 Wild Charges, and they're going to switch into a Metagross here, which is fine with us. We're going to go for, I should have waited here, but the Bullet Punches are double resisted, so we don't really need to worry about getting farmed down, and we are just planning on shielding once. Should have built up all the way to 2 Wild Charges there, but we're going to have to shield anyway. So we are going to be able to get off 2 Wild Charges here. We're just going to throw the first one to take out this Metagross, and then when the Dragonite comes back in, we're going to chuck a Wild Charge at it. It's not going to KO, unfortunately, but we're going to throw this and then switch into our Metagross to clear the debuffs and also do some Bullet Punch damage. And also this is going to threaten them to throw their energy, which they do. So that's going to be taking out the Metagross here. Dragon Claw coming through, and then we are just going to Spark all the way down. So, yep. It does work sometimes, but it really just depends on team comp. So I really am looking to find another team that doesn't really rely upon your opponent's team composition so much. The one team that I really like running is Dragonite lead, Best Buddy Dragonite lead with Metagross and Gyarados in the back. But my Gyarados does not have Aqua Tail, which cost me a lot of matches. So we pick up a negative lead here, taking super effective damage from the Dragon Breath. We're going to switch into our Metagross, and in comes another Metagross. And since we're ahead on energy, we're actually going to go for the Earthquake first. Most of the time you want to go for Meteor Mash here, but we're ahead on energy, so we can actually afford to go for the Earthquake. And then just in case they didn't shield that, you know, that would be really good. So we're going to shield now, and if they bait, then we also have to bait in order to stay ahead on energy. So they did bait, so we're building up to the Earthquake here, and then we're going to throw the Meteor Mash. And hopefully this gets the other shield, and it does. So now it doesn't matter if they bait here, we're going to beat them to the Earthquake. All we have to do is shield once, and we're so low that they're just going to go straight Meteor Mash anyway. But we do have to shield that, and then we're going to go for this Earthquake here, and we lose. Yeah, because, you know, sweaty battles. Yeah, they did a perfect sack swap to catch this double resisted Earthquake, so GG. And this guy, like, he was playing with me. Watch this match. Like, mad props to this guy. If you're in the comments, let me know. There you go. Draco Meteor. Are you kidding me? You spicy lad. It's not even really that spicy, but it definitely was unexpected, I'll tell you that much. So we're going to go for the wild charge here to take out the Dragonite. Unfortunately, our health is way too low to get to another one. They're going to come back in and farm us down. And this ain't over yet, but... well, you'll see. So, Meteor Mash coming through, does a lot of damage. They're going to switch into a Togekiss to catch this Sand Tomb. And it's still not over. Still not over. Okay, going to switch into the Metagross, and that Sand Tomb actually helped out here. Maybe not. I don't think it did, actually. So, Meteor Mash coming through is going to be taking out the Togekiss, and I made a mistake. Should have waited for another Charm to go through, because now we're going to get Bullet Punch down, and now it's over, because they're going to beat me to the Meteor Mash, and that's going to be taking me out. So, actually, it may not have been over. I wasn't even counting there. I was just, like, done, you know? I was just like, oh my god, just take me out already. Why are you all so sweaty? Oh, man. I'm not judging, by the way. Like I said, I really like watching the sweaty battles. It's just, I don't like playing them as much. I like having fun. I like meme teams, that kind of stuff. But yeah. So we're gonna switch. I guess I wasn't paying attention here. I guess we're gonna switch to counter this Dragonite. I'm assuming that's what happened, and we do correctly shield a Hurricane, so that's actually very key in this matchup because Dragonite can win if it lands a Hurricane. There's a lot of win conditions for this matchup here, but looks like we're both best buddied, so it's gonna be pretty close. But I think I should be able to win this. So let's see. Meteor Mash coming through. Going to take the last shield here. And then they're building up to a Hurricane. And what they're probably going to do is go for double Dragon Claw. But if they do that, all I have to do is shield the first one in case it's a Hurricane. And then I'm expecting a switch out, but they're staying in. This next Dragon Claw is not going to KO, so we are going to be able to get to this Meteor Mash. But as you can see, we do it with like 1 HP. That's what the Best Buddy ribbon is for. That's why it's on Metagross, specifically for this matchup, because if I didn't have the Best Buddy ribbon there, I would have lost that. Alright, so now we have lined up everything properly. Obviously, there's a Rhyperior, so, you know, we don't want our Magnezone seeing that. We know we don't. So they're going to come in with the Togekiss, and we're going to build up a few. We weren't counting here. It's 10 charms to get to a Flamethrower, just a heads up. Shraydee knows how to count. It's just I can't do it in the moment when I get nervous, and I am just a big giant ball of anxiety. And you probably saw me trying to go for a Wild Charge there, and I know Wild Charge is double resisted. You don't have to tell me. The reason I was doing it is because I wanted him to get less farm, and if I debuffed myself that much, he would have got less energy. And I know Sand Tomb is super effective here, but an Outrage is going to KO, so we're going to go for Outrage. That is the reasoning behind both of those things that you just saw. So please don't hate me in the comments. Getting 6 million notifications there. I did turn my phone on Do Not Disturb. This was actually the second set I did. I'm going to show you the first set after I pick up the rewards here. We're very close to rank 9, but it's getting super hard to win any battles here. So, yeah. Alright, next set here. So, in this set, I'm using a couple different teams. So, let's see. We got Garchomp, Metagross, and Gyarados here. So, I actually kind of like this line. This is a play on the same line, but with Dragonite instead of Garchomp. And I've never tried it here until this match here. This was actually my very first like official set of Master League Premier battles. I was doing Ultra League Premier, and I won 4 battles in a row, and then I switched to Master League Premier, and I lost the 5th one, so no surprise there. Alright, so we pick up a lead against Gyarados, and this is fine for us, because we, especially because it's a Waterfall Gyarados here, so we're going to go for the Outrage, and in this, I'm shaking the cobwebs off at this point, you know what I mean? I don't remember all the matchups, I don't remember what to do in every situation, so we're going to go ahead and shield because he built up enough energy to go for an Outrage. It is an Outrage that would have taken us out. And now you can't go for a Sand Tomb here. Sand Tomb's a very weak move, and it is double resisted, so we have to go for an Outrage to take him out. The ideal situation you want to have is you land a Sand Tomb bait. I definitely could have got to an Outrage here, by the way. I know that. I made a mistake, and I knew it as soon as I threw the Sand Tomb. But yeah, in that opening matchup with Waterfall Gyarados versus Garchomp, the ideal situation is you build up to an Outrage, you bait with Sand Tomb, and you get a shield, and then you go for an Outrage and land the Outrage. That's the ideal situation, but most people don't shield the first attack. That's why I generally just go for double Outrage. And I also generally lose that matchup, just a heads up, so you might not want to take advice from me. Now when it comes to Master League Premier Cup, you take advice from like Caleb Pang or something like that. Alright, so we're in this matchup against the Dragonite. This is bad for Gyarados because we are a Waterfall Gyarados. So it's resisted because of the dragon typing there, and I think they're going to win this because they saved both of their shields. If we had 2 shields here, then we'd be able to win, but we don't. We call the bait as Dragon Claw, doesn't really matter. They can just go straight Dragon Claw in this matchup and still win because they've got 2 shields. So we're going to try to go for back-to-back Meteor Mashes here so they don't get any extra Dragon Breaths through, but they do, of course, because why not? And then they're going to shield this and then just go for another Dragon Claw. Pretty much, that's all they have to do here. I do have to shield, even if it is a Dragon Claw, it doesn't really matter. Going for Hurricane would be silly in that situation, because if they shield it, then you lose. So going for double Dragon Claw makes a lot more sense, and we're just going to lose just barely. But yeah, it's definitely a loss. So very smart on the opponent to save both of his shields for his Dragonite, recognizing that his win condition was saving both of those shields. So GG, very well played. All right, let's see what we got in the next matchup here. So we got same line. So let's see how it does this time. So I definitely like the one with Dragonite better, just being honest. Yeah. It's also taking a long time to get into these matches, I guess, because my hidden ELO is so high. I'm going up against Sweat, you know. By the way, no offense to any of you guys if you're watching. Like I said, I do enjoy the sweaty battles. I enjoy watching the sweaty battles. It's just playing them that I like having fun, and being competitive is fun for me to a certain extent, but yeah, it's not the best for me. It's just the anxiety gets me going a little bit. All right, so they actually switch out into a Magnezone, which I am totally fine with because I'm able to take a shield here, and as you can see, these waterfalls are doing so much damage here. So we are able to take a shield, and now we're just going to come back in with our Garchomp and farm all the way down here. These mud shots are doing double super effective damage because of the electric and steel typing. And we're just going to let all this stuff through because it's just going to be mirror shots. They do get the attack debuff, but that doesn't really matter. That pretty much just means we're going to get an extra mud shot in. And because we're going to switch out as soon as they switch into the Togekiss anyway, or as soon as they come in with a Togekiss, so the debuff will be cleared. So I don't really care about the debuff, and I don't really care about the health of this Garchomp. It's almost like a liability at this point because there's a Togekiss in the back, and there's a Snorlax, and this isn't over yet. We are taking super effective damage from the licks. But this guy plays it very well. You'll see exactly what he does, and he plays it a very classic textbook way. But old shraydee just got nervous. So I got nervous. I shielded. Maybe it's an earthquake. I got a shield, right? No, it's a body slam. Going for another meteor mash. All I have to do is shield this, and then pretty much just go for a body slam and then a superpower. That's what you do. So if you're looking for advice, take this guy's advice. You're gonna see exactly what he does. He goes for body slam, textbook, shield, boom, superpower, 1 bullet punch away from the meteor mash. Yeah, so very well played, very well played. And at this point, there's literally nothing I could do. I don't have Fire Blast. There's literally nothing I can threaten that Togekiss with. I absolutely needed the Metagross alive in order to win. And even if I won that matchup against Snorlax, my health would have been so low. So I almost needed to farm down the Snorlax in order to win. So I possibly could have won if I called the bait correctly and eaten a body slam and then tried to farm down. It would have been, I don't know. It would have been really close. But I actually needed to have a Meteor Mash loaded for the Togekiss. All right, so terrible lead. We're taking double super effective damage from Ice type moves because of our Dragon and Ground typing. So here we go. This is what you're going to see. So lots of Garchomps, and I regret making all those Garchomp videos last season. Oh man, Garchomp's a pain to deal with for my team anyway. Well, maybe not the team I'm running in this specific battle, but the team you're seeing over on the side of the screen, a Garchomp in the back is like doom. If anybody's leading Togekiss and has a Garchomp in the back, I lose. So I pretty much just lose. There's no winning it. But as you're going to see, this person made a huge mistake. They didn't shield the Meteor Mash, so must be a thing today. People not shielding Meteor Mashes. You got to shield the Meteor Mash there. Gonna go for the Earthquake. Definitely should have gone for the Meteor Mash there because I would have been able to get to a second one. But yeah, I figured I was ahead on energy, but yeah, I was just gonna get farmed down regardless. Probably should shield this, but I know there's a Togekiss in the back, and I want to save my shield. Or not Togekiss, sorry, Glaceon. I wanted to save my shield here because even though Avalanche is resisted, it does a lot of damage, as you're gonna see right here. Yep, does a lot of damage. And then I should have gone for double wild charge here. Should have built up to 2 and then thrown double. But shraydee ain't too smart. So we're going to throw the mirror shot, which is going to be debuffed now because we get baited with an icy wind. And this is going to do even less damage now. And yeah, so definitely should have just built up to 2 wild charges. We're going to go for another mirror shot here. I don't expect a shield, but this will be taking out the Glaceon. And we need to get up to 2 wild charges. Or no, I'm sorry. We need to throw 1 wild charge and then threaten them with another. That's right. So they might not shield this because it's debuffed. And that's the mistake that cost them the game there. So now, and I stayed in there to threaten them with another wild charge so they would throw their energy, in which they do. And now we're going to come in with the Garchomp, go immediately for this Sand Tomb to, I mean, they have a shield left, so there's no reason to go for Outrage here. Going to throw the Sand Tomb and just going to Mud Shot all the way down. So as you're going to see, that landing that wild charge was my win condition there, because I needed to be able to have the Metagross low enough that I could farm it down with Mud Shots. So, well, it wasn't with Mud Shots, it was with the Sand Tomb, but you know what I mean. So that person had just made a small, tiny mistake. And that's all it takes in this game, really. Seriously, especially in Master League Premier Cup. One teeny, tiny little mistake is going to cost you the game. So, taking a while to get into these matches. Do. A million notifications. Okay, getting back into the next battle here, going up against some more sweat. By the way, I take that as a compliment, guys. That seriously, not trying to be mean. Like, when I call people sweaty, that just means you're good at the game. That's all that means. All right, so going up against another Garchomp switch in. What do you know? Big surprise there. Damn it, past shraydee. Why you got to make that Garchomp video? I'm just kidding. I know Garchomp's a good Pokemon. I'm not the only person to make a video on it. And, yeah, what? They didn't shield the Meteor Mash. Okay, there's a theme. There's a theme for today. Garchomp switch-ins. Shield the Meteor Mash, because you will lose switch advantage if you don't. And this time, I make the smarter play of going for back-to-back Meteor Mashes. Yep, shraydee learns. Yeah, he forgets, but he also learns. And we go for back-to-back there for another reason, because we want them to know that this is a Meteor Mash, because you can't stack an Earthquake and a Meteor Mash, and I wanted to get that damage off. So that's the reason I threw that. And we're going to go into our Togekiss, and again, this is Rock, Paper, Scissors. Switch advantage was everything there, just because of our team compositions. So we're going to shield, even if it's bait, doesn't really matter. We could build up a little bit more energy here. Yep, we're at 100 energy now, so we're going to throw this Wild Charge. I don't expect a shield. I hope not. Okay, they're not going to shield, and then this is what we got to do. Die. Apparently, we needed to throw the Wild Charge immediately, so, okay. We can still win. We can still win. I almost went for the Outrage there, but then I was like, oh, wait, they have a shield. Good job, past shraydee. You got to keep your eyes out. And they don't shield for some reason. Not sure about that. But they needed to get to 2 Meteor Mashes, or they needed to get to like a bunch of Bullet Punches plus a Meteor Mash to take us out. So able to win that, surprisingly. Yeah. Please send me your battles. I'm not having fun in the Premier Cup. It was fun for me last season trying to grind to rank 10, but then I got to like 2850, and I was all excited, like, oh, maybe I'll get to rank 10, you know, and then I just absolutely went on the worst losing streak I've ever been on. 0-5, 0-5, 0-5, 1-4, 0-5, 2-3, 0-5, 0-5, and then yeah, it wasn't happening. And it's when I lost interest in the competitive aspect of this game. I have much more fun just playing with spicy Pokemon, messing around, using meme teams, that kind of stuff. That's my goal, you know, or that's not my goal. That's my go-to. That's what I enjoy doing. But yeah. For videos, anyway. That's what I like making videos on. That's what I should specify. But yeah, so yeah. So this stuff for me, it's just it's stressful, is all it is. So I very much appreciate it if you submit your sweaty battles to me, because I love covering that stuff. It is fun for me to watch, not as fun for me to play. So we're gonna go straight Outrage here, just like we did in the last time. But they're probably gonna shield this. They do. And so they actually come out of that matchup with they're pretty good. We're even on shields, and again, I'm gonna come in with the Metagross for the same reason. I want to bait out their steel counter. We're gonna eat a crunch here, unfortunately, but I don't really care. This Metagross is more like a bait tactic, you know. We're like, okay, bring out your Garchomp, probably. Let's see what they come out with. Dragonite. Okay, again, so we know that they don't really have a steel counter, so we're going to switch into our Magnezone here. and they also switched. They probably knew that was coming. So now we're just going to build up to 2 wild charges here, and I make a mistake. I go for the mirror shot bait. They had 1 shield, so one of those wild charges was bound to get through, but if they don't shield this, I lose. Yeah. I mean, I don't lose, but it looks a lot worse. Let's see how it plays out. We'll see. All right, so building up to 2 wild charges. Again, we got to throw. Yep. Definitely shouldn't have thrown the bait, dude. Come on, Patch Trading, you know that. Earthquake coming through, that's going to take us out. And why am I not rage quitting? There it is. There's the rage quit. We knew what was happening, boys. Everybody cheer. Woo! Rage quit. All right, so there it is. 2 and 3. What a fantastic set we did. So close to rank 9. God damn it. Why can't I have a lower ELO? I want to get to rank 9. I don't even care about getting to rank 10. I just want to see what number I'm at, and that way I know whether or not I need to purposefully lose for 12 matches in a row in order to tank my ELO so that I can play with Fire Blast, Garchomp, or something like that. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, I would very much appreciate it if you would leave a like rating down below to let me know what you thought about this video, and tell me in the comments what you want to see for Master Premier or Master League videos. And if you do have any battles to submit to me, I will take Open Master League, I will take Master Premier. That stuff, I love watching it, okay? So submit all your stuff to me, I'd very much appreciate it, and yeah, take it easy.